Hello everyone, this is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full-time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is gonna be like a little bit of a different video right here. It's like a safety box with some kind of like, mostly like card stuff. It's been a long time since I've gone through this box, but I was just gonna show you some stuff I've collected. This stuff is not necessarily for sale yet. It's just something I wanted to like have stuff aside to like brew, and there's also some stuff I like in here. My brother asked me recently like, what kind of Magic stuff, Magic the Gathering that I used to be into, like what kind of stuff do I have, what kind of stuff have I speculated on. There's more than just Magic in here, so let's go ahead and go through it. It's been a while. I had to dig this out of the depths. I'm out of breath right now. It's pretty heavy too, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Oh, it's so heavy. Alright, let's see the first thing. Oh, I forgot I had this. Like I said, it's been a long time. Okay, so yeah, let's start with this. We got this right here. I don't even know what this is. This is, what's this note for? I'm not too sure what the note is for. This is a Meriden Little Bashers deck. Is that Little Bashers deck? This is just good memory for me. This was when I was like into Magic a lot. This is like a white weenie deck is what they call it, where you just have a bunch of white creatures. I think the sealed decks are still pretty cool. I think it used to be like fun when I was a kid to buy them. They were kind of like cheaper. I don't remember like how much I paid. I probably got this at like a convention. This is just something that I enjoyed. I really like the Meriden set. I think this is from like 2008 or something. Let's see if it's on here. No, 2003. There you go. This is from a long time ago. Just good nostalgia for me. All right, next up is going to be, let's see, this was a fail. This right here is, if people know what this is, they're probably laughing at me right now. This is MetaZoo. This is a first edition. It was like a pack with then a promo card and a promo coin. I wanted to, like, this had a really weird story, and it's still kind of going on right now. I don't think anyone's like bought the rights to this game, and a lot of stuff kind of went crashing. I wanted to have like one thing. I got this at a convention. I do think I paid $35 for it. At one point I saw it was up to $75. Right now it's probably not worth too much, but I'm just going to keep this in the bin right here. I just thought it was kind of like, this was just a really interesting story that I was going through, and just like people collecting it, and it was kind of hard to find. Alright, moving along right here, we have, I didn't even know I put this in here, this is Overpower, a card game from the 90s. I remember when I was a kid, I would get these cards as a kid, so I think I just wanted to keep, I probably put it in here because I just wanted to keep something in here as like a memory of liking the Overpower stuff. Mutants Unites right here, X-Men, it's Rogue, one of like my more favorite characters. Gambit's actually my favorite, so we got that right there. Alright, next up we have the World of Warcraft trading card Naxxramas Treasure Deck. So this one's pretty cool. I always thought the World of Warcraft trading card game, it's a lot of fun to play. They eventually made the Hearthstone video game, but the actual card game is kind of similar enough to it. They use a lot of the same arts because it's their IP and stuff. So they would make these raids that, normally this game is heads up, like 1 versus 1, but then they made some raids where you can actually play with your friends, and then they would come with these treasure packs that would basically be the loot, which is like these rare weapons and armor. So I have one of these. I found it at a convention. I don't have the full thing. I do want to get all the raids and stuff like that, but yeah, I just thought it was cool that you can get like unique cards and then play with your buddies as like a player versus everyone in a card game. Alright, next up we got some more Magic the Gathering packs. So we got, let's see, Fifth Dawn. So this one has a lot of good memories for me. This was the third in the series with the Meriden. It was Darksteel and Fifth Dawn. I actually read the books. So it used to be these fat packs were these like big things with a bunch of booster packs and other stuff, like fun stuff, and then there was books. I actually read all the books when I was a kid for like the Fifth Dawn series and stuff like that. There was like Memnarch in there. There was the Goblin Slowbad, and then I'm misremembering the last name of the other character, but yeah, Nissa I think was also in there. Not Nissa, Glissa, I think, the Seeker or something like that. So just good memory. Then we have this right here, Alliance Booster Pack, super cool. This is just like an older one. This one I think has the Force of Will card potentially, but yeah, really old school. I never had anything like this. I wasn't into Magic during that time, so I just want to get some older packs. I got a Fallen Empires. Some of these were like cheap, probably still are pretty cheap, but it's really cool to have like just a piece of history right here. Some of these sets, like Fallen Empires, doesn't have too many good cards. It's been a couple of years since I've looked into cards, so it's possible that there's some cards that are more exciting, because when Magic the Gathering releases new cards, old cards then might become helpful. Got a bunch of Homeland packs right here as well, also in older sets. Alright, so then we have, oh, this one might be worth a little bit more, the Dark. Oh, this must have been like a little badge from a convention. They must have had like labels. sometimes I get these from like when my family asks me what I want for like Christmas or something. There's something I particularly want. I'll just say like, hey, can you pick up something? And I'll give them like a list of different packs to get. But yeah, this one's the dark right here. I think this has a lot more expensive cards and cards on the reserve list. The reserve list for Magic the Gathering is a bunch of cards that Wizards of the Coast has promised to not reprint or like super identical or something like that. So some of the cards will have a lot of value because of the promise that they won't get reprinted. All right, we also have Cold Snap. I just got this one because I had the dinosaur Allosaurus, I think, rider right here. I thought it was just a cool piece of art when I was at a convention. Had a little bit of extra money at the time. Also got an Ice Age one. I never was, like I said, I wasn't old enough to be into Magic at the time, but I just thought the booster pack was super cool for that during the time. All right, moving along. I think these were gifts from my brother, or did I buy these ones? No, I think these were gifts. No, I think I got these ones. Either a gift from my brother or I bought them when I went to the card show. So we have Theon Greyjoy right here, Game of Thrones cards. There's a lot of pop culture cards. This one's like a signed one. I like this character. He's like one of my more favorite characters. And then we have, I forget his name, Roger Ashton Griffiths right here. I'm not too, I forget this. Oh, Mace Tyrell right there. There you go. Sorry, I forgot this one. I think he was only like a couple dollars, like $3. So just some random side stuff just because my brother's also into collecting those sometimes. Got some more Magic the Gathering packs. Throne of Eldraine. This set was really good right here. This was such a good set. They had Oko, which was this Planeswalker that kind of destroyed a lot of formats. I think this was also right after 2020 or in 2021. Yeah, it was like this storytelling fantasy fairy tale. I think it fit well with Magic the Gathering. So yeah, I got 4 of just the base packs right over there, just because of like good memories for me. Then we have it, like I said, back to something that's not Magic the Gathering. We got World of Warcraft. They have a lot of cards or sets. This is World Breakers. I don't even know like what cards are in what sets. The special thing for the World of Warcraft trading card game was they would have these scratch-off cards. You scratch them off, you would get a code. You could enter in the code into the game, and then you would get stuff. So these cards were like super sought after at some point. Scourge War, Ice Crown right here, some more card packs, and then Dark Portal. I think Dark Portal was the second set. I do remember Dark Portal was, I got a lot of that stuff. All right, next up we got this right here, I think. So this is going to be a hipster one. This is Flesh and Blood, Tales of Aria. Is this first edition? I'm not too sure. I can't remember if this is a first edition booster box or not. I want to say no. But I know Flesh and Blood, company in New Zealand makes this. Was it Legend Story Studios? Really cool game. I think that they are on the up and up. Haven't really fully been keeping track of them. A lot of people were doubting this game, but I think it's really cool because you have like a fighter and then you have like equipment they get to use. Like you get to gear up your character, kind of think like a fantasy game where you get like helmets and then you get boots and then you get like some weapons and then you're having like a duel. I think it uses less cards than like Magic and stuff, but it's a really cool combat system where you're constantly like playing cards and people can counter your cards and stuff like that. I like the art. It's also interesting that it's by a New Zealand company, so I thought having a booster box would be a good idea. Next up, I have a Secret Lair Full Sleeves, the Tattoo Pack. I don't remember this one at all, the Tattoo Pack. We'll see what's in here. Did I get this? I don't think I bought... What was this one? Is this the one? I don't even know. Sorry, guys, real quick. Yeah, I don't remember getting this one at all. I don't know why I have this one. Inkmoth Nexus. So yeah, all the cards look like tattoos. We have Pithy Needle. I really don't remember this one at all. Eternal Witness, Blood Artist. These are all just like popular Magic Gathering cards for people that don't know Magic the Gathering. Probably a lot of people that watch that don't know this stuff. Magic the Gathering will do these things called Secret Lair drops. It's kind of like a big deal and kind of caused a lot of commotion because now Wizards of the Coast, the company, would now start selling like singles to people instead of people normally buying them online. They would change the art of the cards, which is the draw for why people want to get them, is they get a different art on the card, so they want to customize their deck. But then they also added in, you get a random planeswalker in these, so it's kind of like it's not them directly selling singles because there's like a randomized card in it. This I got Teferi, the Time Raveler, right there. I think he's kind of one of the okay ones, at least back then for this. Don't remember getting this. So these came out during Ikoria, which is where I think Secret Lair came from with all the beasts, but not anymore. Okay, this one I do remember right here. This is, oh my god, I forget his name. Oh, it's pretty late right now. Ramsay Snow right here. My brother got me this signed autograph Game of Thrones card. a long time ago. So I have 3 of those cards that I remember. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've gone into this. So yeah, I just keeping that one. He said that when he gave it to me on Christmas that I can sell it if I want. So I'm just gonna keep onto it right now. All right, this is probably my favorites right here. Throne of Eldraine. This is going to be a collector edition booster box. This is the first collector booster box Wizards of the Coast made. Like I told you, I really like this set. I really like the art. I think usually when like Magic the Gathering does the first of something, ends up kind of being a big deal. It's kind of like a historic statement. So still having one of these sealed is really cool to me. I like it. I actually think this thing might be worth a lot of money at some point. I think the last time I looked, it's probably still similar to the price around what I paid. But I just there's people that collect like one of all the collector booster boxes. Like I said, Magic the Gathering hasn't always done this. They normally did something similar to this Flesh and Blood where it would be 36 booster packs. This I think is 12. It's been so long. Is it 12? I want to say there's 12 or 10 packs in here. And they would have all foils, and then you have a chance to get like special altar cards. There's a lot of different things you can get. Each set, I think the collector booster boxes had like different things you could like uncover. So I think like the Ikoria one had the lands and stuff that you can get. So yeah, really cool piece. This is probably what I think will be theoretically worth the most at some time. Like I said, I have no plans to sell this stuff anytime soon. It's just kind of like sitting here just cause, I guess. I'm not always in a rush to sell a bunch of stuff. All right, moving along, we have Hecatomb 40 card starter deck. This is also by Wizards of the Coast. I like playing cards in general, and I liked how these are little hex cards right here. They have little monsters. Never played this game, but I thought if I ever wanted to, I at least have a starter deck. This one's sealed. I have sold like loose ones, and the individual these little hexes are collectible. You get like monsters, and you have some kind of battle, and there's gonna be like tokens in the starter deck. But I have sold some of this stuff on our eBay before. That one is just a sealed one. I wanted to have one. All right. Next up, this is something also my brother asked. I have a lot of reserve list cards that I've been speculating on for a while. Haven't looked at their prices in a long time. Probably nothing too crazy. I mean, I have occasionally looked, but it's not something I look at every day. It's kind of like maybe every 6 months I'll look into it. So I just have a bunch. It's like 100 or 200 of specific ones. So let's see if I have them. No, they're in no organization. So I picked up a bunch of Null Rod right here. This is, I believe, on the reserve list. I think it's probably, if I had to take a guess, it was $70. I'd probably pay like 20 to 40 for these at the time. I just thought it was a unique card for Commander where players can't play or like artifact effects and stuff. It was just it bogs down people's mana ramp in the game. So this is just like a unique card. Like I said earlier, for people that don't know Magic the Gathering, these are cards that were promised to not be reprinted. I also got a couple of this Darkness card. This is an ability in the game that's normally for a green card called Fog. I just thought the black one was cool. I can't remember if this is reserve list. I want to say it is. Is it reserve list? I want to say it is. So yeah, right here, also the one that I thought would be the biggest one is Helm of Obedience right here. I have a bunch of these. It has a unique effect, but the main thing is it combos well with cards that exile the opponent's graveyard. Therefore, you can kind of infinitely do like an infinite and win the game. Kind of like a 2-card combo usually with stuff, and because it's like worded in such a unique way, I always thought that would be a good one for Commander players in the long run. So bunch of Darkness cards, bunch of different Tombstone Stairwell. This card is also pretty cool. I think this was our biggest winner when I was looking. Got a lot of these for like $1 to $3. This is like a cool Halloween themed card. It has like a unique effect where it like brings everyone's creatures from the graveyard and turns them into like zombies or skeletons. And when I saw someone make a Halloween themed deck and then they played this card, and I happened to be playing at the time, I was like, oh, that's a cool one. They're like, oh yeah, it's even reserve list and cheap. I'm like, that's just such a cool card. So I picked up a bunch at the time. Let's see what else I have in here. It's more Null Rods, the ones that stop artifacts. Helm of Obedience, Tombstone Stairwell is just, like I said, there's like 100 of just those cards that I mentioned right here. So yeah, these are definitely like pure speculations. Had extra money at the time to pick these up. Like I said, I think I haven't looked at these in a long time, but I think the Tombstone Stairwell one, last I looked, it was like $20, but I paid $2 for them. But you know, I'm still gonna wait on this stuff. We'll see. Magic the Gathering currently right now, I think the newer stuff is on the hot list, and then the reserve list is on the not list right now. So the game kind of goes in cycles where people like either care about the old stuff or new stuff. old stuff, new stuff. It's kind of like a weird, fascinating world for people that aren't into it. I'm probably talking gibberish. All right, so this one is this is like related to eBay. So Ned and I went to the Gen Con convention in 2021, I think. There was an eBay booth there, and we were doing eBay at the time. I think it was definitely part-time at the time. You can go up to their booth and you can sign up with their little computers. You basically give them their email, and then they would give you it was like a 10% or a $10 code that you can enter and use it. Forgot to use ours. And then also they would give away cards. So they had Post Malone, which was a rapper, was like sponsored with part of this. So we get a bunch of these slab cards. This one's a Pokemon one. This is Postemon for Post Malone right there. Has the little thing on the back right there. It's like in a slab. But this is an interesting story because when you go to something where there's promos, right? Everyone's going to have them. It's kind of common in the area you're in, but we knew that when we were going to be away from the convention that this was going to be a rare item, so we tried to trade or get them from friends or anyone else there that didn't want them. And there's a lot of people that just want, like, oh, $5, sure, they'll get rid of it. So yeah, we got a bunch of these. We got another of the Post Malone right there. Third one. There is another one, I think, somewhere. Fourth one, the Pokemon one. And then we got, so this is the zombie Post right here. So Post Malone, the rapper, as a zombie. This is a token card, which just represents, sometimes cards in Magic the Gathering will say, like, oh, this zombie creates another zombie. And then you have to use either, like, dice or a little counter to keep track of it. And then sometimes Magic the Gathering just has, like, actual cards that you can use to represent it. So, yeah, that's the rapper as a zombie token. So we got 2 of those. Looks like we have 2 of these. These are all free, or $5-10 from people that just like did not want them because they were common at the time. Now these are pretty cool. I'm gonna say anytime I check, they're anywhere between like $50 to $100. These are super cool to us, like good memory, because it was cool to see eBay there. They also there was a year where eBay had a board game. We didn't make it, but then I happened to find it. Actually, give me a second. I haven't played this. I'm gonna keep this sealed. Sorry, I'm out of frame right here. We did not go to this one, but I ended up finding this for like $1 from someone. So they gave this out at a convention, the full-fledged board game, at a board game convention, so it makes sense. So super cool. It says Gen Con exclusive right there. So I just thought that was a neat thing. It makes sense that eBay went there because they now purchased TCG Player, and there's a lot of cards at the convention. All right, we're kind of almost there. Let's see. What else do I have in here? Okay, I have this. What's this? I don't even know what's in here. Give me a second. I have no clue what I have in this bag. It's like a safety bag. I can't get it open. All right, there we go. Deck box. Are these just more? I think these are just more of the same for the reserve list cards. So Pirate Lab is actually, this is kind of interesting. Not a big deal. I don't think this is expensive, but Pirate Lab is a company in Chicago that made like binders, sleeves. I don't know if they did sleeves, deck boxes, and storage cases for decks. Because Commander players end up getting a lot of decks. Oh yeah, this is just more of the Tombstone, Stairwell, Helm of Obedience cards. So just a bunch of reserve. Oh, I have Rest in Peace in here. I have no idea why I have a bunch of Rest in Peace right here. Must have been like cheap at the time. Oh, I have no idea why I picked it up, honestly, at that point. More Null Rods, a bunch of these. Still keeping on to it. Like I said, I'm going to wait till they're hot. But even then, it's been a bit since I went in here, so like I said earlier, my brother wanted to see like the stuff I had saved up because he got into the game when I got out of the game, if that makes sense. It was weird timing. And then the last thing is the World of Warcraft card game related. Super cool because I don't even know if there's any on eBay. Like I said, I haven't checked in a while, but we have the Scarlet Monastery dungeon deck. So this is cool because this is a popular dungeon in the game when you're like around like I think the 25 to 35 or something in the game. It's been a long time, but yeah. And not only did they have it's already buried down here, the Naxxramas like treasure deck. You can also do these little dungeons. This is also a co-op thing that you can do with the game. So these are really hard to find. I think I have all 3 of them, or I might be missing one, which is unfortunate. So we have Shadowfang Keep. This is on the Horde side of the map. This is also a sealed deck for the trading card game. So this one's also a cool one because this was like a cool place for the Alliance to try to like take the Zeppelin and to eventually do it themselves. I think it's like around the 20s, all the 20s. Got some cool stuff in the Shadowfang Keep. these are all just like, if you're not into stuff, just like levels, I guess, that people can go to. And the Dead Mine's super popular. This is like a weird low level, like pirate themed. You would go through like a cave and then some miners and eventually like a ship, and you fight like a bandit captain. So yeah, the Dead Mine's right here. And I think there might be one more deck that I'm missing, or I have the 3. I also have some raid decks somewhere, but I don't know where those are right now. Are they nearby my Onyxia? It's like over there. There's like the Onyxia, which is also a raid deck. So yeah, this is all just like I said, stuff that will eventually be sold at some point. I'm in no rush for this stuff. Just kept it aside. There's at least like half of this stuff is also like Anetta's for some of the stuff that she helped me obtain, like the eBay cards, like these Post Malone ones. Some of the reserve list cards, she also pitched in some money. Alright, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed something different. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hope everyone's having a good weekend.